For me, what I wanted to share with you today are the lessons that I've learned, and I know that others have learned in life recovery. Lessons like identity, who I really am. Lessons of self-worth and self-value. Lessons of God's grace. Lessons on humility. Lessons on willingness. All of those based upon an understanding of what is true, according to what God says. So I went in, I got clean. While I was in jail, I started getting downloaded from God what I had to do on my core issues that set me up for failure all those relapse periods of my life. Why couldn't I stay successful? I knew how to get there. But in jail, I discovered this book by Neil Anderson. It's called The Bondage Breaker, and I would highly recommend you folks. And if anybody ever contacts me after today, I'll send you a copy. I read this book over 24 times sitting in that jail for that year. Each one of you was created with a God design. You're precious. You're valuable. You're important. You have a purpose. You have a plan for your life. You have a destiny. You are. You are. Not isn't, not was, not a reflection of what you did or didn't do, or what that court system said, or that counselor said, or what this teacher said, or what this parent said or didn't say. You are who God says you are. And He created you, and the Word is full of Scripture that reaffirms that He created you to be good, to be perfect, to be lovable, to be loving, to be pure, to be holy, to know Him, to love Him, to serve Him, to help others, to be that mom, to be that father, to be that brother, that sister, that helper, that encourager, that hope giver, the hope dealer, right? That's who you're created to be, and that's who you are. So, on my own, I need God. So if anything today, the greatest lesson I learned in life recovery was how much I needed God. He didn't need me. He wants me. He wants you. But I needed Him. I could not do this life without Him. I wouldn't be who I am today if I hadn't lived the life I had to live. So if I had changed that, sure, it would have been nice not to be that kid that had to go through that stuff. That would have been real cool, not to go through any of that. And I pursued dreams of living that life that never materialized. But today I can honestly say I wouldn't change it, because I am who I am today, with the heart that I have today, to be here today, to share with you today, if I hadn't. So I'm good.
Awesome.
Yeah. In the Bible, in Ecclesiastes chapter 3 in the Old Testament, verses 1 through 8, Solomon had a blast saying about the seasons and the times and the reasons. Ready? He said, "To everything and everyone there is a season, a time for every purpose. Today, it's our time to recover. It's our time to heal. It's our time to embrace. It's our time to learn. It's our time to change. Today is our time to gain. It is our time for peace. It is our time to build and to restore. It is our time to dance, and it's our time to live." Thank you.